Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related. With the season coming to a close, people, Manchester United end of season player ratings. We are here, unfortunately. We will also give a mark to the manager as well. But before I continue, big up to everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. Where's my bucket hat? What is going on? I was thinking something is different. Yes, people, we are now back in the building. But yes, as I was saying, big up everyone who was locked in. Please make sure you run up the likes. Make sure you hit that like button on the video. Please make sure you share this across all of the socials as well. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. The rest of the gang will be joining me very, very shortly. Also get the thoughts of the comment section and the people, well, I should say the people in the comments in regards to the player ratings. Are we being too harsh? Are we not being harsh enough? Do you believe we're being fair, etc., etc.? But we're here. Big up Sheik in the cut as well. Yeah, Sheik, what are you telling me, man? We
good, man. We good. Big up to everyone. Big up to everyone in the chat. Unfortunately, no one in our team had a 16 out of 10 season, but we'll get to it. So we'll see. I thought it was only right to wear the shirt today, since it's a player rating. So
it's player ratings. Yeah, you spot on still. It's only right. It's only right. So okay, let's get to it. Let's try to get through these player ratings as quickly as possible. I'm not really trying to do this, but I was like, we've done it every season, so it's only right to do it this season as well. We can't just do it when Manchester United have a good season as well. It'll be on a scale of 0 to 10 people, and 0.5s are available as well. So 0 to 10 and 0.5s are available. I'm literally just trying to pull up the squad as we speak right now. Give me 1 second. Where's the squad? There we go. Trying to pull up the squad. I will share the screen as well. Yeah, Kaneki. The entire team. Actually, Kaneki, you're perfect for this. Pull up now 1 second. I'm gonna send you the link. Actually,
hey, let's go.
If you're about, let me know. Jez says Madison gets a 5. Jez, it's Manchester United player ratings.
This guy, bro.
This guy's a dickhead.
This guy, bro.
This guy's a dickhead. Big up Malcolm as well. Kaneki, let me know if you're about, and I'll send you the link as well. Yes, Jez. Oh, never mind. Is man. Yeah. Yes,
this is literally like that rice maker comment that YG made the other day. It literally says right there, ManDem United podcast, Jez. Like, and there's a fat United logo, and Flawless is wearing a United jersey. Like.
God, Egypt.
Hey,
yeah, so we will get to this. Like I said, Kaneki, I'm sending you the link now, family. Give me 1 second. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV as well, people. Link is underneath in the description. I'll add it to the title, but it's underneath the description and it's on the featured channel page as well. And that's every live stream. It is underneath in the description also. Crap, what is it? 1 second. Give me 1 second, people. Bear me always working while I'm working. You already know. Yeah, Jez, you're a proper numpty, man. This guy a proper Egypt. For real. Proper numpty. He is. Right. Where was we at? Hold up.
Squad. The United squad.
Where was we at? That was it. I was sharing the screen. That was it. All right. Okay. That's what I was on. Present. Share screen. Let's go. Right. Where is it? Chrome tab. There we go. I've never shared screen on this before. On this laptop. Right, can you lot see that on the screen?
Yeah.
Let me know in the chat if you need me to zoom in. If you need me to zoom in, let me know, people. But it should be all right. But let me know in the chat, please. Let me know. Kaneki is also here as well. Yes, Kaneki, what are you saying, man? Perfect guy for this show.
Big up, Kaneki.
Okay. All right, let's get to it. Bayern and Tom Heaton we can't rate because Bayern I think played 2 games. Tom Heaton, but Andre Onana signing from Inter Milan. Onana, we'll go to you first on that sheet. What are you saying for Onana? And we won't do it one by one. People will all give our thoughts and then try to come to some form of conclusion overall. If we're marks apart, so if someone gets a 2 from one of us, a 5 another, and a 9 from someone else, we'll let you lot in the chat decide. But yeah, what are you saying, Sheik? Bear in mind, 0, absolutely horrendous. 5 obviously average, and then you got 10, which is pretty much perfect. Just to clarify for that. So 0 is so on the 1 0 to 10 scale, 0 is absolutely horrendous. 1 and 2
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna give these guys some negatives though. So.
yeah, it's woeful. You know what I'm saying? 1 and 2 is like woeful, bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, 1 and 2 woeful.
Okay.
3 is bad. 4 below average. 5 average. 6 above average. 7 is good, decent. 8 great. 9 top class, we'll say. No. Wait, I'm trying to think. Yeah. 7 good to decent. 8, that's it. 8 will be very good. 8 very good. 9 great. And then 10 obviously pretty much perfect season. But yeah, go on, Sheik.
Yeah. Okay. So with that being said, I did think it was, if we're saying 5 is average. I definitely think he was below average this year. I will give him a 3.
Sheik, do me. I thought he was gonna be like, I thought he was all.
He
was definitely below average. Yeah,
he's definitely below average this year. I will give him a 3. Our whole Champions League campaign, which by the way is an absolute abysmal campaign. You can talk about the defense, you can talk about that, but some of the goals that he leaked in that campaign is just unacceptable. In a lot of the games against oppositions like Galatasaray, against Copenhagen, even the game against Bayern Munich, there were some goals that he gave away when we were at the Allianz. And in the season too, just stupid mistakes, goals, distribution. What did we sign him for? Didn't we sign him for because he's good on the feet? What have we seen him do on the feet? Really? Well, that has like really, really impressed us, right? But like I honestly wasn't an advocate for this signing in the first place. I think there was a lot of hype after this Champions League final. I just didn't think we did our actual homework when it came to the goalkeeping department. I think they heard a name. Onana was being talked about. They did a little bit of research, probably saw a couple of clips, and were like, this is our guy. And he's like, oh, he's worked with Ten Hag. He knows how it is. Ajax, this and that. He's the guy. So they probably signed him for that. But with that being said, though, I'm not writing him off. Like I still think he deserves a chance like next season, even though we should get competition. But this season though, as a mark, he's probably been one of our worst signings. I'm not even gonna lie.
I agree with that.
I'd give him a 2 or 3 out of 10. Yeah, 2 out of 10. I'll give him a 2.
So you're saying 2 out of 10 for his season rating overall? All right, 2 out of 10. Let us know in the chat. You lot, Andre Onana, what's the rating? Again, repeat this. Obviously 0 to 10. 0 being horrendous, 1 and 2 being woeful, 3 being bad, 4 below average, 5 average, 6 above average, 7 good / decent, 8 very good, 9 great, 10 pretty much perfect. What are you saying, Kaneki? Andre Onana.
Okay. So 1, I never wanted this guy, let's just be real. I wanted Mainoo. Mainoo or Lafont. I've made that clear. So, and for anyone that wants to tell me about ball-playing goalkeeper, Edison is a ball-playing goalkeeper, and Brazil's best goalkeeper is Alisson. So that should tell you about ball-playing goalkeepers. Good with their feet, shit at everything else. You're out here pinging 40-yard pass, but you can't save a P-roller. Really? Yeah? Every shot, fam. I'm giving him a 2. It's a 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. The only reason is this. He can chat all he wants about, I came here to Man United, so I want everyone to put pressure on me. Motherfucker, shut up, all right? Let's be real. Shut up. You can take the shots. Apparently you can't. Seeing all the goals we fucking conceded, you can't take no shots, big man. I said it before and I say it again. If you ran into an airport, you would not catch your flight. All right? So no, your season in the league, I can't even blame you too much because blame him all that much. He's crap, but at Inter Milan, when you had a decent defense in front of him, he didn't look as bad. As we've seen this season, when we actually have a team that is actually structured, Onana doesn't look that bad. He doesn't look like a fish out of water. And that says a lot because he's a goalkeeper. In the City game, when we actually had a structured team, Onana didn't look that bad. He let in a stupid goal. but he wasn't that bad.
Hmm.
Every other time this season when we were poorly set up, you saw how much it affected Onana. I'm giving him a 2, but the fact is that we concede over 20 fucking shots a game. That's not Onana's fault.
That's true. I don't put that
That's
on
true.
him. Yeah.
That's
So
true. Yeah.
performance wise, it's a 2. But the fact that what we happened is not his fault. It's not his fault, really. The Champions League campaign was bad. Who the fuck set us up like that in the Champions
Yeah,
League?
but yeah. I
All
I
right.
don't blame him
So
for the amount of shots he faced. That's
so
true. It's how he dealt with him. Go on, carry on.
as
Yeah.
an overall, just on his performance is a 2, but for him as a signing, it's a 5. I want to give him a 5. Worst signing this season is not his fault.
No.
That made it look like that.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, and as I said, I'm not someone that goes around making excuse for anyone. But the fact that in 5 games in March, we conceded over 160 shots in March. In 1 month, we conceded over 160 shots.
We did.
None of that. Whose fault is that? That's not Onana's fault. This man is out here he's facing more shots than freaking Sheffield United.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I
true.
can't blame him for this. The negative goal difference really isn't even his fault. Some of the goals he should save, some of the shots he should have saved. Why is he facing these shots though?
I get that. I get
Yeah,
that. That's why I don't criticize him for it. I don't. He should have done better with some of those shit, but yeah, I get the point. Go on.
I'm going to give him a 5 just because this is his debut season, and I can't blame him for what's happening because he came here during a shit time and he was at the brunt of all that shit, really. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
Onana made a shoot that goal. Onana should have made that save. Why did what's his name not block? Why did what's his name lose his man though? Look at that stupid goal. Why did our players allow him to take that stupid shot? Onana is facing the brunt of everybody in the team's mistake. Our backline is shit, we blame Onana. Our midfield's being shit, we blame Onana. The strikers ain't doing shit, and we end up going back to blaming Onana. The strikers are missing Onana, but Onana let that goal in, so we're going to blame him. Bruno and the rest of the midfielders ain't doing shit, but we're going to go and blame Onana because of them losing the ball in stupid areas. Mm-hmm. So that's basically it.
No, I hear that.
I'm giving him a 5. I'm going to give him a 5.
Yeah?
I'm just going to balance it. I'm just going to give it a 5. If it gets bumped down to a 4, understand, but I'm giving a 5 for the fact that the errors this season, I can't blame him. Let's be real. If I had you stand in front of goal and had a machine shoot 300 ball at you, how much do you think you'd save?
No, I get
Think
that.
about it. Those automatic machines that just lum the ball. Let me put you in goal and have that machine shoot 300 at you and see how much you save.
Right.
He's not getting away with a lot of the crap goals we conceded. What I'm trying to get at is though I can't fully blame him for all of that shit. Who signs a goalkeeper and tell him that okay, you're signing here and you're going to face 300 shots in a month and a half?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. With me, what to say? Yeah, like I don't put any of the amount of shots we face is not on him, but more so the Champions League campaign. That's what sticks out to me. It's the Champions League campaign that sticks out to me. That is the most. That's the worst of it. Like even the FA Cup game where I actually thought he played well. He made some very, very good saves. His distribute, big up Dan Sillyman in the building as well. Made some very good saves. Made some top saves. Actually, the distribution was fine, but still made a mistake for the goal. And like that's it. There's always an error there. There's always an error there. And the Champions League campaign alone was woeful. I say, was he bad? Yeah, I wouldn't say he was woeful, but that in particular he did improve where he wasn't making mistake after mistake. But I'm giving him a 3 for the season, 110%. I'm giving him a 3. He was bad. He was bad. Most of the season, he was bad.
Yeah.
Mistake. Like I said, we're not mentioning his mistake in the FA Cup final because Manchester United won it. But let us have drew that game. No, let us, had Manchester City had equalized and we lose that game. Whether it's in normal time, extra time, or in penalties, we're talking about it. Even the Chelsea game, Conor Gallagher should have done better for the. I think that was their first goal. But because of what transpired in regards to them scoring the 2 late goals, no one's talking about it. We got packed by Palace. Should have done better for the Elise shot. Because we got packed 4-0, no one's talking about it. So yeah, for me, bad. He was bad. I'd say 3. I think Dan's having some connection issues. I'm saying a 3. What did you say, Sheik?
I said 2.
You said 2, and
Yeah.
Kaneki said a 5. But he said
Yeah.
We don't mind if it's a 4, so we'll say 3.
To be fair though, like he has towards the end of the season, I think like I've seen improvement in him in terms of his shot stopping. Like he definitely makes some crucial saves, but that's the frustrating part is that the ones where you expect him to make the save, he sometimes doesn't. And that's the one that kind of like pisses me off because what did we want De Gea gone for all these years for stupid mistakes like this? And if this is going to happen, that's why I'm still giving him leeway is because obviously, like Kaneki said, this is the worst time for him to, join a team like this and, get settled into it with all these problems going on, the manager uncertain of how he wants to play, all that type of stuff. So he was probably told, all right, you got to come in and do this and do that. But because everything is just all messed up and jumbled, he had the season that he had. So me personally, I think like I'm not writing him off. I think he deserves time. I think though we do need to try if we can, if other positions are important, if we can try to get another goalkeeper, we should, because all players need to be in all positions need to be in some sort of competition if we're really trying to be a serious club.
I agree with that.
But I've actually heard that Bayern might leave. I've heard a report that Bayern might leave. So I don't know. We might. I don't think we're gonna keep. There's no way we do Tom Heaton as our second goalkeeper. Like next year, we'll probably try to get another one. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Onana is a 2 for me, man.
Yeah, you said 2.
This
I
season,
said 3. But I'm not even arguing you down with the 2, and it's just that the fact that Kaneki said 5, but then he was like, I don't mind the 4. We'll see what Dan's saying. Yes, Dan. First and foremost, you good?
Yes. Always blessed, mate. Oh, nah. He can't save. Oh, nah. He can't save. All right, this guy's whack, bro. I don't care what anyone says. Blood.
Let's get that done. 0 to 10 player rating. What would you give Onana for this season?
-2.
He said -2.
Nah. I give it what out of 10? Freaking 4 at best, man. At best.
So it seems to be the theme is 3. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm
3. Average 3.
Yeah, 3. I was saying that's cool.
Fun that guy, bro.
Yeah, he was. All right, cool. No stress. We're going to the next player. 1 second.
No. Wait, hold on. We're not done with this Onana, man. Listen.
Talk about
I just want to say, this guy, I think my guy here was. I caught some of what you were saying about Onana, and it's not his fault or whatever for a lot of stuff that's been going on or whatever. But bro, like he can't do the basic fundamentals as a keeper, bro. How you explain that?
Oh no. There's no defense for that. The reason you realize what I said. He can't.
No, that's what I'm saying. I caught some of what you said. It said in it. So
no, okay. What I was saying was just this. He doesn't have the basics down, and that's on the manager. But as I'm saying is this: if you have someone in your team that's a weak link,
that's on the manager that he ain't got the basics.
Why did he sign him?
Oh, that's where he's the.
Why did he sign him?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Onana came in now. You saw him play in an Inter Milan team that have faced 23 shots in 4 months in the Serie A.
Jeez.
Yeah? That's how solid that Inter Milan defense was. And you brought him to a Manchester United side that went on to concede 300 shots in a month and a half. He has the basic he doesn't have the basic fundamentals. I wouldn't have the basic fundamentals if you're shooting at me 300 times. Like, what technique do I need to learn to save 300 shots in a month and a half?
No, I think you're right. You're right in saying that, but it's also right. I feel like that when you watch him, like he don't exude confidence. Firstly, as a keeper, We've seen him like the best thing I feel like about him is obviously his distribution and that's it really.
And even
He don't excel.
even that's been subpar. I would even say that's
Yeah.
Even that's been no.
I wouldn't
even
even say
that has been so far,
subpar.
Danny.
It's abysmal. How many times do we get in certain positions where we
but
lose
that
the
says a
fucking
lot.
ball? Like,
Cheek is not
Yeah,
having
but
it.
see,
no, I'm not having this. I'm
Bro,
not having
but
this
no.
because
You're
See,
right.
what you
listen,
have to
hear
understand,
me out.
you know, all right,
Hear me out.
I'm saying it like that's meant to be his best like
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
highlight.
I
You know what I'm saying?
backing it. Yeah, I
But
get what
even
you're
that
saying.
is dead. I'm trying my best to back Onana. You know what I'm saying?
No, hear me out. I'll blame the distribution part not just solely on him. I'll also blame it on our defenders because they don't show for the ball sometimes when he's trying to play to them. But at the same time, I've seen him make stupid decisions where if a defender is covered, he'll still try to play to them, and he'll try to play this long ball when we don't need to play this long ball, and it's just stuff like that. So I blame that on the coach too because I don't know what he's instructing this goalkeeper to do, really. But also at the same time, when you are asked to do basics, Kaneki's right. He just don't have those basics, man. Like sometimes he just really doesn't have it. But it's a mix, really, because he has really made some good saves in crucial games to really keep us in the game as well. But I can't forget the rest of the season, man. I can't forget the rest of the season.
No one is. Do you realize what I said?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's that this.
You're saying you want to stand him in general and the amount of shots that he's facing.
Yeah,
is
but
not on him. My issue is just with like some of the goals, some of the system.
No, it is, and it's he doesn't have any confidence. I wouldn't have any confidence if my back line is Evans and Maguire. I would not have any confidence. I have more confidence with a machine gun, and I'm being defended by a piece of cardboard. I'd have more confidence with a cardboard in front of me.
You know what? I hear that.
But he's still at fault.
Yeah,
he's still at fault. I'm not taking that away from him.
You're probably right. So, but in terms of like, if we had a more stable back line, do you know what I'm saying?
Because let's be real, Danny, as we've seen today, the little time this season when we've actually had a structured, even just a 5% more structured defense, Onana doesn't look that bad. He still looks bad. This is what I said. He still looks bad. He's just not that bad.
Well, naturally, he's gonna look better because he's got the solid line in front of him. Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously he's gonna be taking less shots and stuff at him and stuff like that. But when the shots do come, this is where I have a problem. Like he is very shaky, bro.
And I am not defending that. I am not defending that. I have not defended that. I've said it before. This guy couldn't catch a flight if he was in an airport.
But I'm saying you need that number one, like as a keeper, like number one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I never wanted Onana.
We had 25 different center back pairs this season.
And whose fault is that? And whose fault? We'll get onto that. Yeah. We'll get onto that further. But
it is. Once we go, Kaneki, last point.
Okay, just to bring it up, when we had this preseason show last year and Flawless was asking about signings, the goalkeepers that I wanted, Onana was nowhere near the conversation. I wanted Mainoo because he wanted to leave AC Milan. I wanted Lafont.
Mannion, or his name.
I wanted Lafont. Yeah, I brought up the Spurs goalkeeper before they signed him, Vicario. I wanted him. Yeah, I wanted him. I am not in this modern day era of ball playing. I don't need my goalkeepers to play fucking ball with their damn feet. I am not Pep Guardiola. Bun this Pep Guardiola ball playing goalkeeper shit. Save the shots. That's what I need you to do. David De Gea was shit with his feet. But you want to know what I know? When it's crunch time and we're all about to die, I can trust David De Gea to pull off some saves he's not supposed to make.
There was a time where the dude could save the Titanic, man. Seriously, there was literally a time where
2017, 2018 season, David De Gea. Let me understand that. Even with shit in front of him, I can bank my life on this guy.
Yeah.
Granted,
remember that Arsenal game? Do you remember that Arsenal game?
It was crazy.
Of course, 33 shots, 33 shots, 17 on target.
That double save. Sanchez and Lacazette. Jeez.
Yeah, so that's what it is. That's all it is with him. Jesus
I agree with you.
So Onana gets overall people we've gone with Onana as a free. Let us know if you agree.
He's a 3, 3.
Let us know. That's what we've got. Next one we go to is Victor Lindelof. People, we'll go to you. We'll go to you, Victor Lindelof.
What numbers on his shirt? What numbers on his shirt? What numbers
The
on
number
his
of the
shirt?
shirt is 2. The number of the shirt is 2.
Yeah, that's it. I don't need to say anymore. I don't need to say anymore.
Dan, I didn't know you was there. What are you saying, Dan? Victor Lindelof.
Same, bro.
2, yeah?
Same. This guy's non-existent, fam.
Yeah, I actually forgot he had played and things of that.
Yeah, I forgot he existed, bro.
Yeah, but like I looked at, I don't know how many starts it was, but he played 19 games in the Premier League, and he played 28 games overall. He played in both the League Cup and in Europe. So he played 28 games overall. What are you saying, Sheik? These man both said 2. Damn.
2 as well. I'll give him a 2 as well.
This guy needs to duck out, man.
Yeah, I don't rate him. I didn't think he was that bad this season. Or
nah, man, bun that guy.
Put it like this. Lindelof had a better season. Lindelof had a better season than Maguire. You don't. When we get to Maguire, I'll let you know how high I rate Maguire.
Maguire is gonna be crazy.
So he's higher rating than Maguire.
All right, that's Malcolm saying a 3 for Victor Lindelof. All right, cool. So 2. I'm gonna argue like that. I feel I would have given.
Nah. To be fair, I'm getting a bit too ahead of myself. Yeah, four is
because I think he's just been below average. Perfect. I don't think he's been in particular bad. I think he's been below average. I'm saying I would. Dan saying 4.
No, man, I'm just tired of seeing this guy. Like he needs to.
I'm saying it because I'm tired. Like you,
yeah, I get that too. Yeah, I can take because I want him sold. I can get that. But 2 of us have said 4, 2 of us have said 2, so we'll just say 3 again. So people, this lets you know where Manchester United are. And the goalkeeper and the first 2 players have both got 3s. You know what I'm saying? Both are all right. Like where we going to next? 1 second. Go to Harry Maguire.
It needs to be sold. Out of 10, he's a need to be sold out of 10.
Yeah, we know he needs to be sold, but
he's a need to be sold out of 10.
We just need the player rating. We just need the player rating.
See, a lot of personal feelings are going to be involved in this. Man.
Okay, so his number is 5. Put a negative in front of that.
All right. So we saying. All right.
Dan, you know what? I hear that. I hear where you're coming from, bro. Like because we've been sick of seeing this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But realistically. I know. I feel you, man. I can't look at my screen right now. I hear it. But yeah, bro. Like realistically, like if we remove our feelings from it, like logically, yeah. Like where are you really putting him?
1.
What are you saying? What's your rating, Dan, for him? What's your rating for him, Dan?
Fucking hell,
everybody played. I tell you now, he played
because he played a couple.
Games. He played 22 league games. He played 31 games overall.
Yeah, I mean, some would argue, like, obviously, when he's being called upon, like, he's been decent at times, you know what I'm saying? But, so, for that reason, I mean, I don't know. Say that again? How many games?
He played 22 league matches. He played, no, actually, I tell a lie. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, I was right. He played 22 league matches. He played 31 games overall. He played 3 in the FA Cup. He played 2 in the Premier League and 4 in the Champions League. He played 31 matches, scoring 4 goals.
I'll give him like 4.3, bro.
Okay.
You saying 4.5?
Okay, so let me explain the reason why I give you
3.
1.
All right, go.
I'll put him a bit higher than Lindelof, blood.
Yeah.
Nah, I hear you. That's fair.
Lindelof had a best. Let me put it to why I'm giving him a 1. He started 22 games this season and he's cost us 13 points. So on a total, Harry Maguire now in his entire season at Manchester United, this idiot has cost us 86 points. That's crazy. Harry Maguire has been here. Harry Maguire is -5, but I'm taking my emotions out of it. As Dan says, so it's a 1. I don't give a shit what anybody wants to call upon him. He's still shit. A decent performance for Harry Maguire is still shit. All right. A decent performance from Lindelof is a man of the match performance from fucking Harry Maguire. This dude is shit. Bro. He's been shit. He'll always be shit. You think I forgot the game when I saw this man trying to chase Olise? You think I forgot that?
Yeah, man, you tried to run him down, man.
You're playing on the halfway line. My dead grandfather is faster than you.
Damn.
Mad.
Yeah. I'm tired of seeing this guy. I hate everything about him. The worst thing about him, in his first season when he was making errors, I tried to look past it like what I did with Onana and say, you know what? It's your first season. It's a bedding season. I'm not going to go too harsh on you. But when I saw you amp up the fuckery, you amp it up.
Just
It's
that,
like
just when you think, before you carry on, Kaneki, just when you think it can't get any more harsher, any more worse for Harry Maguire. Big up Eddie in the cut. Yes, Eddie. What you saying?
Hey,
all right,
Yeah,
they pulling
man.
up.
Yeah,
all right,
hey,
They
cook
pulling
that
up.
The
scrub.
prodigals.
Cook that scrub. Cook
all
him.
right.
Cook him.
Sit here and understand. When I look at Harry Maguire, you can look at this man and understand that his mom still combs his hair.
You know what?
There's nothing assertive about this man. This man
That's
can't
beautiful.
assert himself
I love
in
that.
anywhere. I hate this guy. I hate everything about him. His face is an
I
error.
hate the way that
Everything
you walk, the
about
way that you
him.
talk. I hate the way that you
Jesus Christ. Like, if you think Onana can't do the basics, this motherfucker can't spell basic.
Jesus Christ. So you
Look
saying
at
all that
him.
to say you saying one Kaneki, yeah?
Without emotion, it's one. With
Okay.
emotion, this dude is a negative.
All right, cool. Sheik, what you saying? Harry Maguire. player rating.
Yeah, I'll give him a 1 as well. And I'll give him a 1. This is what I'll say. I'll give him a 1, not even just based off of this season, just based off of his quality. Because if we're talking about the season, he shouldn't be playing. Why is he playing? He should have
Yeah,
been
that's
sold.
true. That's true.
Yeah, so if we're talking about the season, like technically it's not really his fault that he's playing, but in terms of just the quality of a player that he is, he's a 1. He's not good. He's
You're
terrible.
saying he had a 1 this season. The thing
Yeah.
is, I don't think this is his worst season. But
If I'm playing
Nah.
against Harry Maguire, I'm licking my lips. Like I'm like, yo, barbecue chicken, let's go, man. Like, hey, yo, if I'm playing, playing against Maguire, barbecue chicken, bro, barbecue chicken.
But
It's time to
baby
cook.
back ribs, yo. Man.
Run that Ronaldinho clip where he's yeah, that's me, bro. Like against Harry Maguire, and I would think any type of professional player would think that if I'm thinking that right now. So like, yeah, this guy's just one, man. Absolute terrible.
And before we continue, big up to Lewis as well for the raid, man. Shout out my done carefully, Lewis. Make sure you subscribe.
Bro, if he's a 1.
Babe, before you go down, big up to everyone that's just locked in from the raid. I mean, come over from the raid. Make sure you run up the likes. We're doing Manchester United player ratings, end the season player ratings 2023/24. What are you saying, Dan? Go on, fam.
Nah, if he's a 1 this season, then bruv, like I don't know.
I don't think he's been a 1 this season. I don't think he's been. I think he's had worse seasons at Manchester United. I don't think he's.
Oh no, he has. Oh, he has. The worst season he has at Manchester United, he cost us 36 points.
Yeah.
This season, he cost us 13.
I don't think this is his worst season. Like when he's played, I don't think he's been. But I'll give my thoughts on it shortly.
He regularly cost us 20 points a season. This is 13 points, so it's not that bad.
We got 1 from you, Kaneki. What did you say, Sheik?
Not as bad.
1 as well. I said 1 as well, just because I think he should. Yeah.
What did you? Dan will go to you.
I said. What did I say?
Can someone time out? Can someone time out Ryan, please?
Yeah, give me a second.
Why though? Like you can't just say time him out. What's the reason, blood?
Yeah, we can.
No, what's the reason though?
Why? You'll see why. You'll see why.
Nah,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, we'll
don't
do
do
that.
that.
I'm saying.
I used to defend the brother sometimes. Then I seen his.
I just want to know what he's done though. Like
I wouldn't do it to any. You can see the chat. I wouldn't do it to anybody else. Yeah, read the chat from and you'll see.
I ain't reading the chat, man.
All right, cool. Don't read the chat, then you won't know. Yeah, what did you give for a score? What did you give for a score, Dan?
You gave him 4.
Block Ryan. Yeah, block him.
I didn't
gave him 4.
Go on. Oh yeah. All right, cool. Eddie, Eddie, what you saying? Are you good first and foremost? Are you telling me?
All good.
What up, though?
This is the best part of the season where we get to actually and generally be a consistent source of Manchester United realism. The brother deserves a 3. He deserves a 3. One is like the giving him a 1 is like my Nigerian science teacher. The brother took no grace with us. So I hear you, Kaneki. I hear you. But for me, it's a 3 because, again, we went from 36 to 13, and he barely played. So it's like, even when he did play, I saw why you were shit, but you weren't as shit as I've seen you. So, yeah, I give him a 3.
So you're saying a 3. So we got 3, we got 4, we got...
I don't even know how we're basing this though. Like,
I'll tell you the score. So 0. So this is how it goes down. So for everyone that's joining as well, 0, horrendous. 1 and 2, woeful. 3, bad. 4, below average. 5, average. 6 above average, 7 decent/good, 8 very good, 9 great, 10 perfect. Pretty much. That's the scale. That's the 0 to 10. And that's for everyone in the chat as well. So when you lot hear us and when you lot are giving your player ratings or you hear us state it, that's the metric we're going off, just to help more understanding. You know what I'm saying? So what are you saying? Because I think, Eddie mentioned it about 3, and I think that's about right. I think he was better than Lindelof slightly. I would have said 3.5. But I'm not really going to argue.
Oh, no, I disagree with that.
We're doing 3s. Oh, you don't think what you think? You don't think he was better than Lindelof?
Nah, not at all.
0.5. What would you have given Lindelof, Eddie?
Nothing more than a 4.
Yeah, that's what I say. So we gave Lindelof a 3.
Okay.
But
that's why I gave him 1 more.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I said, I'm not going to argue a point. If we was arguing a 0.5 for like a 7.5 to an 8 or 8 to an 8.5, I'd have much more vim. I'm not really going to argue a 3 to a 3.5. Like we're not buying weight here, people. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like
really don't matter.
For real. Lindelof was way better on with the ball at feet than I've ever seen Maguire. So that's kind of where I separate the two.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm just tired of seeing these bums, man. Can we move on to the next player? I'm trying to see this guy's face on the screen, bro.
If we're basing it off tiredness of these players, then everyone's a negative too.
Cheek ain't gonna get no bell. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna get no
I'm looking at Harry Maguire. He's just making me even more angry.
He looked like he's cooking. He thinks he so hard or some shit. Like, he think he cooking or some shit right now, bro. Like,
you know who he looked like? He looked like, I don't know if y'all remember that old movie, Charlie's Angels.
Yeah,
I remember Charlie's Angels.
You remember Buddy that was like hella quiet, didn't say nothing, had that slick back joint? That's who he looked like.
Yeah. Harry Maguire looks like that Chernobyl Phil Jones.
Let's get that. Lisandro Martinez.
Take one off. The number he wears.
The injuries just.
Wait, hold on. Dan, we'll go to you. Lisandro
Martinez. Start with Dan.
Oh man. Don't even know,
I'll tell you how many games
considering.
Give me 1 second. I'll tell you now. I'll go do the research to help you out. So
we know what this guy's on. Like he's a sick player, bro.
Oh yeah, we're not down. It's like his ability.
That's what I'm saying.
So he only played 11 matches in the Premier League. He played 14 games overall. That's it.
14 overall, you said?
He only played 14 matches overall. 11 in the league, and he played 1 in Europe and 2 in the FA Cup. Yeah, one of them was the final.
Damn.
Yeah, he really was missing for pretty much the entire season. But we can judge, but he still played enough to the point where we can. Once you hit double figures, like we can say, like we can judge. We can give you a rating. It's not like man played 3-4 matches. So man played 14 games. What are you saying, Dan?
He has to be high, bro. Even though he's had all these injuries and shit. Fucking, I'll give it 7-ish.
You saying 7-ish? 7, okay. That's high. Okay, you saying 7 or 8? Okay, fast.
Because when he has, but we've seen the impact the guy makes, but especially when he's playing alongside.
Well, he was poor at the start of the season, though. He was very poor.
That's true.
He was poor. Yes, was he carrying the injury? Yes, but he was also out there. And again, people, this is not me talking about him as a talent and his quality. I'm saying of this season. So you're saying a 6?
Yeah, it might have to be like a 6.
You're saying a 6. All right, cool. Eddie, what you saying?
My bad, bro. When I tell you I'm in the village for real, I don't know if y'all can hear it. That was a motherfucking donkey.
You are a donkey. You know what
I'm not gonna cook him.
You are a donkey.
You are a donkey.
What is the difference between you and a donkey? What is the difference between you and a donkey?
I'm factoring in injury. I'm factoring in injury because as United fans, we've always factored in injury to certain players with regards to how we feel about them. So, beginning of the season, he was still injured. He wasn't himself. Towards the later half, when we started to see him, he looked closer to that of what we saw from him last year. Taking all that into equation, I'm gonna give him a 5 because his play was slightly above average. I think when you kind of measure it out over all of his appearances, and then the injuries, I can't let you slide with the injuries. So I'm gonna give him a 5.
Saying a 5? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I hear that. And to those in the chat, no, we started from the goalkeepers and it'll be defenders, midfielders, and attackers. So you.
What did y'all give Onana?
Onana got a 3.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Onana got a 3 overall, and that was like because it was a mix between. So 3 was like, all right, fairs.
Oh,
so you say 5.
Shit, I can't give Maguire the same grade as Onana though. Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Oh,
Exactly.
I'll probably give Onana. I'll give Onana a 2.
That's if I'm again. I am not gonna sit here and debate.
No
you
one's gonna argue.
Like, completely not.
Yeah.
Like I debate you a 7
yeah.
or 8 or like 8 to 9
Yeah.
or 9 to 10 because there's some quality there. But if you say Onana's a 10, I'm gonna be like, no way, he's definitely a.
Yeah, that Champions League by
Yeah, the
itself
Champions League
gets
run,
him a
yeah.
2.
Yeah, that Champions League run was
So, yeah.
One of the worst Champions League run I've ever seen by an individual player in my life, by far.
One of the worst Champions League run we've seen so far.
Hey, that's not even. Hey, you know what? We're not in the competition, so we can do that. But yeah, go on, Kaneki.
All right, for Lisandro Martinez, I'm agreeing with Eddie. I was going to give him a 6, but I'm saying just because of the injuries and everything else, I'm gonna bump it down to a 5. Why I'm bumping it down to a 5 was the game against West Ham when this motherfucker knew he knew he was injured, he knew he wasn't ready, and he just accepted the manager's will and came onto the pitch, ruining the rest of his season. You're injured. You knew you running onto the pitch, you were limping, fam. You got subbed on and you were already limping, fam. Why are you on the pitch? Why are you on the pitch? You know you're not ready. And you told the manager that, yeah, man, you can play, knowing damn well you can't.
No.
I'm giving him a 5 based on that. When we've seen him play this season, we saw a glimpse of what we had last season, but just fucking injured.
Yeah, I heard that.
So I'm giving him a 5.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a 5.
Cool. Sheep, same to you.
Yeah, same as well. 5. I think that's honestly really fair. It's the injuries. Like you said it yourself, 14 games in total this season, and look how crucial of a player he is to our team as well, and how big of a difference he can make, not just to our defense but also our attack. I see him sometimes play balls out the back, and it honestly helps our attackers quite a lot. So all that distribution and stuff, this type of player definitely makes a big difference in our squad, and we've seen it every single time he's played as well. I wanted to give him a 6 just because of that final, because I think he played really well in the final. I tried
hard,
but I don't want to get. I just want to keep it real and like.
I don't want to put emotions in it. I don't want to put emotions in it.
Exactly. But I'll say this: he played very, very well in the final. Like very, very, very well in the final.
Yeah.
But yeah. 5.
I think to me with Martinez, proper yin and yang. Like, yes, he played at the start of the season. Yes, he was carrying an injury. I respect that he's trying to play through the injury. I see that. Like that's commitment, depending on what the injury is. But I also have to hold you accountable for your performance, despite why you maybe are playing poor. And he was shocking, like at the start of the season. But then once he got over that injury and then came back, he's played well. FA Cup final, even before that. Ever since he actually came back from the injury and he recovered properly, he looked like himself last season. He just didn't play enough for me to give him a higher rating. But I think 5 overall is fair, because I think he was good, very good once he came back from the injury. But before that, at the start of the season, he was awful. So I think it's a mix, and I think a 5 is fair. I think he was average. I don't think he was in particularly bad overall, but I don't think he was great. It was a proper mix. But out of 14 games, it's probably 7 good games, 7 bad games. It's probably that, or around that. So
probably,
I think 5. Yeah. I think a 5 is fair. 100%. I would go with a 5.
Fair enough, yeah.
Let's see who's next on the list. We will go to last year didn't play. Rafael Varane. We'll go back to you, Sheik. Rafael Varane.
I'll give Varane a 7 this season, because I think he was our best defender. That for sure. this whole thing of him falling out with the manager, I feel like he handled that whole situation well. He's been a professional the whole time. He's shown up for the club every single time. He's not let any of that shit bother him. He's just put in, performances after performances. That's the type of player that he is, and it honestly sucks that we're losing out on him. Like, that actually pisses me off a lot, that we're losing a quality player like Varane in our team. But with this season, every single time that he's played, I've honestly, like, even though, the center back pairs that he's had multiples of them, I've not necessarily felt safe with the pair, but I felt safe with him playing, and that's just the quality of him as a player. But I give him a 7. I think he was our best defender this year for sure.
Well, that's fair. Kaneki, same to you, Rafael Varane.
Yeah, he. To be fair, only 2 people in this team are getting anything above a 6, and he's one of them.
I'm laughing because Eddie said that last year. And I think, was it not last year, the year before? And he's like, when he started,
said it last year.
Let's start this off. Yeah, it was last year. He's like, ain't nobody getting hired. Oh yeah, because we split it in 2. Because we did goalkeepers and defensive players. Then we did the offense, like attacking midfielders and attackers in over 2 live streams. And he's like, yeah, let's get this straight. Nobody ain't getting hired at a 5. I was like, all right, bet.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they tried it this season. Goddamn.
Yeah. I'm giving Varane a 7 because I'm gonna be real. The games, if he was as unavailable as Martinez this season, that negative goal difference would have been worse.
It's a double-digit goal difference. Negative.
Exactly. We'd have been in double-digit negative goal difference this season if not for this guy. I'm seeing Harry Maguire make some mistakes, and this man have to run back and defend for him, and have to defend for him. All right. It hurts every single time that this guy is leaving for free. This guy right here is leaving for free. Varane is a 7. I was going to go 6, but I'm going to be biased and bump it up by 1 because this season realistically is an average Varane season. But just for how monumental he was this season is the reason why I'm adding +1. The fact that I can say if it wasn't for him, we'd have been completely fucked, and we're already fucked.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the only reason I'm bumping it from a 6 to a 7. He has been our best defender this season, center back this season.
There's no doubt he's been our best. Yeah, 100%. I would give him. We're gonna get to certain players later, but I think he should be the captain of our team if he stayed. He's really the one who could be the captain in our team. For sure.
I'm going to give it when he signed. I was going to give him the captain's armband.
Yeah,
when he signed, I would give him the captain's armband.
Before we continue the player ratings, people, there's over 110 people here. We're only at 34 likes. Like check 1212. Let's run up those likes, people. Way too low. Let's get up to 60 likes, people. Hit that like button. Continue to hit the subscribe button as well. Eddie, go to you, Varane. Player rating.
I'm gonna give him a 7. His play was about a 6, but I'm giving him a 7 for the level of restraint that he had. Out of not slapping the dog shit out of Ten Hag when he thought it was wise to say that he was being subbed out for tactical reasons. If I'm Varane, yes, I'm getting shout out to How High. I'm getting the baby powder and I'm slapping the dog shit out of you when I see you. Whether that's the parking lot, whether that's the training pit, whether that's grocery shopping. Don't you ever speak on my name, you certified bum, in the fashion that you did on an international platform, man. Fuck is wrong? So I'm gonna give him a 7. I echo everybody's points. It's like, of course, he had those games where he kind of dropped in his performance, but it wasn't so much of a glaring drop to where it was like, damn, who is that guy? Yeah. At his peak, he was exactly what we bought him for, i.e., the FA Cup final, where it showed you why he's Champions League Varane. In those moments, he stays level-headed. He's very decisive, and it just sucks that we're losing a player of this caliber. Because I guarantee you this, people, he'll go to another team in Europe, and they'll be very
going
glad
back to Madrid. He's going back to Madrid. They want him back. They want him back.
And it's unfair. Think about that.
Yeah, 3 teams are after him. Thiago Motta wants him at Juventus. Ancelotti wants him back at Madrid. And Bayern Munich wants him.
Yeah, Bayern could use him. Because I think it's like he came for 2 seasons. 2 seasons we have trophies.
And he played a massive part in both of them
signing?
seasons.
Was he not Oli signing? Has he not been there?
He
3
was
years?
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer season. He's been here 3 years. He's been here 3 seasons.
And we won 2 out of 3. Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. He won 2 out of 3. Mm-hmm. And to be fair, I don't even count the Solskjaer season because Solskjaer is a nitwit.
Yeah, I don't count the Oli situation.
I don't count.
Yeah, I get that.
So I'm just
that season was terrible too.
It was and I really do think he had an effect on the center backs. I think he's just seen it all. He's faced it all. Like the level of game he can give to the younger ones, it was crazy. I know somebody like Cambuala definitely was learning from him.
And that's the point.
Yeah,
that's why you need to keep someone like him at the club. Yeah, that's why you need to keep someone.
Eddie, I don't even. Sorry to cut you off, but it's something that it hurts so much that we have this world-class facilitator here in Varane. Evans played beside of Varane. Evan looks good. Lindelof this season has played 4 games beside of Rafael Varane, and we kept 3 clean sheets. Lindelof did not look bad beside of Rafael Varane. Everyone that's played beside of him in a gaming standpoint got a stat boost, and we're just letting this dude go. We have so much young centre backs coming through in our academy. Who's best to have them learn their trade from? Varane or fucking Maguire?
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. What are you saying, Dan?
Nah, I'm shaking my head, bro, because I'm like, this is just disrespectful, bro. This is Champions Varane, yeah, and man like Evans is still there. Man like Maguire is still there. Man like Lindelof is still there, bro. I can't believe this shit, bro. Like, come on, man. This ain't. They're gonna make excuses about I don't know what they're gonna try and say, wages or whatever. But bro, how you gonna keep all these? Yeah, how you gonna keep all these dead guys, bro, and get rid of Varane, bro? It don't make sense. Make it make sense, bro. Like,
I don't want to hear it. Oh, he's on this much wages. Phil Jones was here on 140K for 10 fucking years.
Yeah, bro. And like, you can't now. Now they're moving the goalposts. Now they want to care about the wages or whatever, and then the first one they're getting rid of is fucking Varane, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like,
and what hurts? They're like
dead bums.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, it's not only the wages, his availability. Luke Shaw has been here 10 years. Luke Shaw has only played on total of 5 seasons?
Like, you know what it is? I just feel like Varane is too good for this shit. He's probably looking at it like, bro, fuck it. I don't even care, bro. Like, why would I want to be here, bro? Like, you man,
I feel like he wants to be here.
I don't know, bro.
I genuinely feel like he loves the club. I genuinely feel like he wants to be here, but it's just the institution.
Varane retired from international football to focus on Manchester United. He literally said that. My availability is hampering my time at Man United, so I'm retiring from international football to focus on my career. This man retired from France for us, and this is what we're doing.
No, I don't doubt that he loves the club and that, but it's just the things beneath that, like the beef with Ten Hag. You know what I'm saying? I just think these little things, he's just like, nah, fuck this, man.
What did you give him, Dan?
I'm gonna give him a 7 as well.
7. Okay, I think that's fair. Everyone's giving him 7s, and I think that is very fair. I think every time he plays, he's consistent. Like, he is Mr. He literally
Mr.
is
Cool,
just,
man.
He's just rarely has a bad game. Man. Super composed. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? I think he's super, because of the way he plays the game as a centre back, is supremely underrated.
Look, going into that final, I said it in the FA Cup final. When I saw Varane and Martinez, I had a lot more confidence, man. And I think, like my guy said, whoever plays alongside him, you know what I'm saying? They have that reassurance there. So, you know, cool, calm, and collected Varane, bro. Like, he's
I think a 7. Yeah, I would say so. So Varane gets a 7. Dalot, we'll go to next. Dan, we'll stay with you. Diogo Dalot.
Dalot, bro, he's had a good season, isn't it? He's had one of his better seasons, I think. So, shit, man. Despite everything that's going on this season, Dalot is probably one of the brightest sparks of everything. So shit, man. I'm gonna give him like, I'll probably give him like 7.5, 7.
Okay. 7.5. All right, first. That's no worries with that. Eddie, what you saying?
7. Yeah,
You saying 7? Okay. Dalot. Eddie.
My fucking right back. My fucking right back / left back. Player of the season. Give my dog an 8. Give my dog an 8. You know what's cold about him?
Okay.
I'm gonna give him an 8. You know what's cold about him? If you look at like his goal involvements throughout this season, a lot of them were pivotal for our success. Like if you look at the FA Cup run, he got a couple assists, he got a couple goals in there. You look at his how he's done throughout the Prem, he got a couple match winning goals, some assists too. Defensively, he improved, and I think like he was just so consistent with his level of play. Like it was a joy to watch. And I will stand on this. If you surround him with better players, you'll see a better version of him because of the abilities that he has on the ball and the ability that he has to be a system player. I think like when you look at Dalot, this season is the one season I can say for sure he did everything at a good level. You know, sometimes some seasons in the past, like going forward, he'd be great. Marking his man, he wouldn't be. On the ball defending, he wouldn't be. But I think this season he took a leap on both attack and defending. So he's my player of the season. And it was just a joy to watch him play, man. So I'm gonna give him an 8.
So you're saying 8. Kaneki, what are you saying?
For Diogo Dalot this season, as I said before, are you guys hearing a background behind me?
Yeah, there's an echo. Yeah.
A little bit of echo.
You got headphones
Is it
in?
me?
You got? Yeah, I'll check now. Give me a sec. I'll check. Yeah. Let's see. Yo, say something, Kaneki.
Is it me?
Nah, it was Eddie. Go on.
Okay.
It's all good, Eddie. Mute yourself when you're ready, fam. Yeah, go on.
All right. So for Diogo Dalot, me and you about this conversation before that. He can find out what he excels at and improves at it, I don't have a problem with him being a squad player. This season, Diogo Dalot has improved on what he is very good at, and that's driving with the ball. Him moving from defense into midfield. Basically, how Cancelo played for Manchester City is how he played for us this season. And it was excellent to see from him using his dribbling ability to drive with the ball, not hugging the touchline as a left back, but from even making that dagging inverted run that we saw. Even against Arsenal, when I brought up the inverted run that he made go straight into the Arsenal box. And if he had passed it, his final pass still needs work. His final pass still needs work. But just seeing how he's playing today, he's been our best left back, right back this season.
Yeah,
so just because of that, I'm going to bump him ahead of Varane, and I'm going to give him an 8. But what I want him to do now is that you found a consistency now. Stay at it. I don't have you as a starting right back, Diogo Dalot. What I need from him now, prove me wrong. There's nothing I want more from a player than them to prove me wrong. I have you as a squad player at best. Show me this season you showed why you should be a starter. Continue it. Prove me wrong that you can get even better.
I agree.
It's 8, but no emotions in it. He's a 7.
Okay, fast. Sheik, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm a little conflicted. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give him a 7 as well. Same as Varane. Because I did say Varane was our best defender, but I'll put him as the same score as Varane. Definitely agree with everyone. He's had a very, very good season. He's improved massively, to be honest. Going forward, defensively, more so going forward. I had a lot of questions about Diogo Dalot going forward, and to be honest, he's ticked a lot of boxes this season, and he's shown that he can go forward. And like Kaneki said, he's played well at left back. He's played well at right back. He's played well whenever he's had to, be in whichever position, whether it's left or right. But yeah, I'd give him a 7. I think he had a good season. Same like Kaneki, I think he has a lot to. You gotta show me that you can do this again next year, under a different coach and a system as well. So, but overall this season, yeah, he's been outside Varane. He's probably our second best center back. Yeah, but I'd give him a 7. Same as Varane.
For me, yeah, where it's conflicting is because you have to. It's because it's a bad season and everyone's so bad. It's like anything that is any form of good, we are naturally going to be like overhype it or like over exaggerate how good it is. I agree with Kaneki when he talks about Dalot as a squad player. Yeah, I've said this for the longest. He should be a squad player. He has those attributes. My problem with Dalot all the time is he doesn't excel at anything offensively and he doesn't excel at anything defensively. He's just pretty much decent at everything. I don't think there's any glaring weakness to his game. There's nothing I look at with Dalot and go, oh, you're awful at that. I don't think he's terrible. Like, he's not awful defensively. I don't think he's awful offensively. He's not bad from a technical standpoint. Mentality he actually has on lock. I think that's one of the things he has. Like, his mentality is spot on. Like, without doubt. He has that. The application and everything's there. Like, his mentality is spot on. Teamwork, all those things. So that's what I would say, actually. I stand corrected. That's what I would say he excels at. But from a physicality, defensive standpoint, yeah, he's just decent at everything. So in regards to the season, I'd say a 6. That's what I would give him. I think he's been above average. I don't think he's been good. I don't think he's been great because he has had poor games at times. And it seems to be in the 6 to 8 bracket from everybody. So we'll go with a 7. But I would have personally given him a 6. I would have said 6.
The only reason why I never gave him a 6 was just because though he's had bad games this season, we've seen it, is unlike before where his bad games would outnumber the good games. This season, I can say with confidence that he had, like, it was 7 good games to 2 bad games this season. That's the only reason why I bumped it up. I'm not going to. Where he deserves praise is what I'm going to say is when I'm going to praise.
That's fair. And to Dante says, if he was around better players, would you say he'd stand out more? No, I don't think he would. I don't think he has those standout attributes. I think he's decent technically, Matthew. I wouldn't say he's very good, but that's why I'm not super critical. To me, he screams squad player to me.
Yeah, he does. Better players, I wouldn't say he would stand out more. Better system, yes. Based on how we've seen him move from the way he carries the ball, it's just something that I hold so much because we don't have anybody in the team that does that anymore. So you see him get the ball from in our defense, does a step over, beats a man, drives down. Like there was a goal we scored in a game we won. I'm trying to remember which game it was where he received the ball from Amrabat, dropped a shoulder, and literally took out 3 players and just drove down the line. Like, his technical ability is why I hold it so much that if it was in a system that allowed him to be in those pockets of spaces where we've gotten the best out of him, is why I'm saying that. His technical ability has gone up way more, and I've seen it this season. That's the reason why I'm trying to say that. As a right back, he's quintessentially the average right back. If you think about it,
he is a modern day fullback. I hear that.
He's not bad attacking. He's not bad attacking. He's not shit at defending. But Diogo Dalot this season, just on his individual ability of skill, the step overs, the dribbling, the one touch, the moving, that really, and how much it's helped us this season is the reason why I'm saying is the reason why I bumped him to 7. The individualistic performances he's had.
I'll go with a 7 because that was that's a mix.
Hey, and Kaneki, to your point, I
on
think there are points maybe last season or this season where I was so done with Anthony, I felt comfortable enough to say, put Dalot at right wing and let's see what he can do.
I've heard you say that in a couple streams. I've heard you say that.
Because it's like
I was laughing. So what was it? You were shouting.
Crazy.
What was it you showed? What was it? Listen, at this point, put Lindelof at right back and put Diogo Dalot up top because I know he's going to do more than Anthony. I remember you shouting that.
Bro, Anthony was just being a passenger for like 2 months. I was done. Yeah, so
3 months.
I'm with it. I'm with it, man.
I hear you. All right,
what's the score for fat?
Say that again.
What's the score for fat? Overweight. Hold on.
This guy, we'll get to it.
Hey man, let's not even waste our time. 0. Next.
You saying 0? All right, well, we're doing for quick. You're saying 0. Quick, Kaneki, score.
0.
Rating. 0.
0.
Luke Shaw. I don't even know if Dan's there. What are you saying, Sheik?
0. Yeah, 0.
You're saying 0. All right, that's the general.
0. I'll give him 1, bro.
All right, cool.
That's a 0.5. Right, that's cool. A 0.5 then overall rating.
We'll go with that because you 3 said 0, so we'll go 0. I'm gonna say a -16 out of 10, -10. Dan 0. Right,
100 kg.
All right, we'll just go with 0 and keep it stepping.
100 kg out of 10.
I barely remember him playing, but I'm not gonna argue you down for any of these players. Wan-Bissaka will go to next. Wan-Bissaka will go to next. What you saying, Dan? We'll go. Dan, you there? I don't know if Dan's there. I think he's having some connection issues. Eddie, we'll go to you. Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
I'm gonna go 4.
4, okay.
I think the problem I have with Wan-Bissaka is the same old song every season. Yeah, he can defend on the ball, but when he has to scan the field, when he has to make a decision with the ball at his feet, it's a fucking catastrophe. Every time. I've never seen a man get beat at the back post so many times as much as I've seen this happen to Wan-Bissaka. I've never seen somebody look so lost when they dribble like Wan-Bissaka. It's honestly, he is an old school fullback. And there's just no time for those types of players in this type of football anymore. Yeah. I appreciate him because, again, he doesn't do a whole bunch of talking, comes in there and does his job. But when he comes to do his job, he just ends up fucking shit up. So it got to be a 4 for me. And hopefully we move on from him. Hopefully he continues to play football, just not at United.
Fez. That's calm. Kaneki, what you saying, Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah, let's talk about this B-Tech Miles Morales out here, the Spider-Man out here. Listen, I've always been told that this man is a failed winger. Fam, this man's a failed footballer. That is what he is. Every single thing about him is just slide tackle. Slide tackle this, slide tackle that, slide tackle. Motherfucker, do something else. Yeah, do something else. Do something else. Honestly, what do you do?
Rating for the season.
Fam, this season I can't give him a 4. He was just bad. I'm giving him a 3.
3? Okay.
There were points where I'm like, someone needs to hold this guy down and trim his locks. He don't deserve it.
Jesus Christ.
Cut his strength off like Samson.
Because we have this thing. There's this thing in America that I found out that they have, that when a footballer, an NFL player, grows dreads, he unlocks the power of the dreads. So they say growing dreads as a black player, you gain additional superpowers. See, Eddie knows what I'm talking about. I've heard them say this, that dreads give you powers. Dreads ain't giving Wan-Bissaka no powers, dog. Cut it off, please. The power of the Black Panther is stripped away. Take it away from this.
I said the power of the black Panther.
You are a disgrace to tradition. Get this guy gone, fam.
You got an idiot, yo. You got an idiot, yo, of my life. Yo. On everything. The power of the black Panther is stripped away. Oh my god. So you saying 3? Eddie said 4. Sheik, what you saying?
Yeah, I'll say 3 as well. Defensively, I don't think he was all that we say. Or like, you know, he can, if you need to like bring him on at this time of the game to do a job. The people a couple of years ago or a year ago were saying this guy could do a job on Mbappe, you know, and I'm like, are you guys like, what? Like, what? You guys know how Mbappe plays? Like, that's crazy, man. Like, Mbappe can't pass the Wan-Bissaka test. Yeah, man, just
it's because he did it in that game. Did he not play in that game when we beat them away?
He did.
It was him and Axel Tuanzebe, wasn't it?
Wan-Bissaka and that PSG game extend this guy's career. Yeah, when this man had Wan-Bissaka and Mbappe just shook.
Yeah, Axel.
Remember these guys.
Wan-Bissaka shut him down. It was mad. I remember.
Neymar couldn't pass him. Mbappe couldn't pass. Verratti couldn't pass. No one could pass. These guys were just. At one point, these guys were on the right wing trying to get something out of Alex Telles, and even him they couldn't pass.
To be fair, though, Mbappe was shit that game. Tuanzebe in our was our center back. And he was locking up Mbappe left to right. Mbappe couldn't get past
the sprint rate. Yeah, he barged him off the ball. Yeah, I thought, yo, we got a center back, but we won't score.
I give him a 3 because I didn't even get to going forward for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Going forward for Aaron Wan-Bissaka is just non-existent.
There is no going forward.
Non-existent. There's nothing going forward for this guy. Yeah, like
if Wan-Bissaka was a vehicle, drive wouldn't be there.
Yeah, no, literally. Like if Wan-Bissaka was a car, there'd be no accelerator, there'd be no steering wheel, there'd be nothing.
Just brake. Just brake.
Just brake. Literally just brake. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, man, Wan-Bissaka gets a 3. Another guy who just doesn't need to be here anymore, man. These bums don't need to seriously be here anymore. But Wan-Bissaka gets a 3 for me.
Someone gets it. That match was full of false promises, fam. You don't know the compilations I saw when.
Yes, it was such false promises, man. I'm telling you.
Verratti passed the ball down the wing, and Neymar saw Mbappe and stopped. He didn't even run. Neymar saw Mbappe and just stood one place. Like, I'm not going down there for that ball. That game was false.
Brother, the only thing I remember about us against PSG was the second time where they came to Old Trafford and everybody was just stunting on us, from Neymar to Mbappe. Everybody got their get back, bro. They had Tuanzebe edits, bro. Tuanzebe edits.
That's what I'm saying. Understand. That dude Bruno got bailed out. He took 2 penalties. They made him retake a penalty that game because the first one didn't he miss it. He missed it, right? He missed it, and then they made him retake it. He scored. Absolute scrub.
That game extended some people's contracts at this club that should have never been extended. No lie, them Tuanzebe and Wan-Bissaka edits for that game was cold.
Yeah, man, and it was deserved. That man was on smoke. It's mad.
I raised my hand. Make it worse, it was the Champions League. Like we actually,
we didn't even make it out the group stage in that season too.
No, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer happened because Pogba was back and he decided he's going to play McTominay in a must-win game.
Oh, dude, remember that game against Istanbul?
RB Leipzig. No,
Istanbul.
Don't bring up.
Bro, my gosh.
Rafael. The last time Rafael was at Old Trafford, Zidane was still playing football. Rafael came to Old Trafford and dunked on us. See, we don't need to talk about
We don't need to walk down this path, brothers. We done been through some shit as United fans. We do not need to walk down this path again. Next player.
Yeah, cool. So what we saying? So we got big up Steve. Yeah, Lex, I shout you afterwards. Big up to Lex every single time. So we're saying 3, 4. What did you say, Sheik?
What up, Lex? Big dog in the house.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, I would say the same as well. I think Dan's there, but I think 3 is fair. Like, Sheik hit the nail on the head. Offensively, you give us nothing. And I think this season even more. When he's on the ball, like, it's not even anything in the final third. You give us nothing even progressing the ball. You are just no threat on the ball anywhere, pretty much type of thing. What are you saying, Dan?
Yeah, no, I agree with what all you lot are saying, man. Like attacking wise, he just runs into no man's land all the time. He's a player that's like he's a once in a blue moon player. You know what I'm saying? Where he can be deployed to do a job defensively when need be, but he don't have that pizzazz, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he offers very little in all the other areas. So yeah, man, he's just not that guy that we expected when we first signed him. There was a lot of hype on that. But I mean, yeah, just he's in the wasteland like the rest of them, man. Like he's in the bracket of Shaws, Lindelof, Maguire, all them lot need to stuck out, man. All these defenders, these so-called defenders.
Man.
If
Wan-Bissaka was like a PS5 controller, all the buttons would just be the slide tackle, like, and no analog stick, no pace. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like 1-on-1, like he's decent, like he's good, like, but it's like that's all he has, like, you know what I'm saying? Literally, that's all he has.
That's fair. Dan, staying with you, Johnny Evans.
Oh my fucking days, bro!
Yo, why are you on big game, Johnny, man? What's wrong,
Johnny Evans, bro. Like, I just can't get over the fact this guy was re-signed and Varane is going before him. What the fuck is going on, bro? We live in an alternate universe, bro. I can't believe this, bro. I cannot believe this, bro. As for flipping Evans, I mean, to be honest with you,
I just cut off. It'll be back. I'm just saying, in regards to Johnny Evans as well. I played 23 league matches for us. I know some of those off the bench, but 23 league matches, he played 30 games in total for Manchester United, 2 in the Champions League, 4 in the FA Cup, and then 1 in the League Cup as well. Before he gets back, man is saying 5 in the chat to Eddie. Yeah, you lot let us know about Johnny Evans. Sorry, Eddie, what are you saying, Johnny Evans?
Johnny cool. Johnny cool. That's my dog. That's my motherfucking dog right there. OG, triple OG, Bobby Johnson gets a 6. He gets a 6. I'm gonna be honest. I really thought this brother was cooked.
Yeah,
like I'm thinking, bro, you was a kiddo, like when we was still running shit, and you left because you were smart about it. You realized you wasn't getting no play time. You want to go to fucking get a prem, so like it paid off for you.
Was he a part of that Leicester side that won a prem? Was he in the squad?
Yes, he was. He has a Champions League. He was a part of the side in 2008.
I'm talking about the Leicester City side.
Yes, no, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Okay, cool.
No, Leicester, he wasn't at the club.
Okay, fast. Yeah, go on.
He was on that
West Brom.
Nah, he's at 2018-19. Yeah, he was at West Brom. But I can hear your overall point. I'm with you, man. I'm a big fan of Johnny Evans. Like you said,
just solid all around professional. And the good thing is, he didn't take this as a farewell tour. Right? He took it as, I'm here to do a job the best way I know how to. And he was just a fucking competitor.
Yeah.
And when you're set up like we've been, and Ten Hag puts you out there to die, and yet you still show up day in and day out, because you weren't brilliant, right? At certain points, you were just always good. I think a 6 is what I would end at. Because I swear to God, like, bruh, he was a breath of fresh air when it came to just seeing a footballer out there who took his job seriously.
Yeah.
And you could see the physical limitations, but the mentality and the way he saw the game, you could see that's never left him. So I give him a 6. And yeah, I think, he's probably a hell of a changing room guy too. Like
I would guess that. He just seems like and when I talk about it, he just seems to me like the ultimate professional on and off the pitch. You mentioned it there. He goes on the pitch and does his job. That's it. And you can rely on him to do his job to a good standard. You know what I'm saying? There's the one bad game against, other than that, he's played well. Like, that's why when people are criticizing him throughout the season, I was like, name me the times he's had bad games. Like, even when we went away to Anfield and everyone thought we was going to get packed, he played. He was out there.
Played with Varane.
When some man's captain was ducking.
no frills, nothing extra. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be doing turns and dropping the shoulder in his own 6-yard box. Man, just defense. He does. But hey, Danny, you back?
Yeah, I'm back, man.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, Evans, bro. He's just a meh player. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's done well. Like, he's done his job. You know what I'm saying? But I can't get over the fact it's 2020. It's 2024, bro. Like, and with like, why is Evans even here though? Like, I get it. He's done well. Do you know what I'm saying? But we need to be looking at the future. Like, we need to.
No, I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Like it's so in the past that I can't even like.
Yeah. Well,
you know
player
what I mean?
rating. What do you think? What do you give him for the season though?
Yeah,
His performance.
He's done well, man. He's done well when he stepped in, flipping, fucking 6.
You saying 6? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First. Eddie, what did you give him? You said a 7, right? Eddie said 7. Yeah,
Eddie said 6.
Yeah, Eddie said 6 as well.
Oh, did you say 6?
I said
my
6.
Bad.
I said 6. My fault. My
6.
fucking phone is bugging. I don't even want to be on camera like that.
It's all good, man. No stress. Kaneki, what you saying? Johnny Evans.
I'm giving him a 6.5, and the 0.5 is for the assist. I'll fight anyone here about that. I'll fight you. I'll fight everyone here. I'm giving him the 0.5 because of the assist. You need to understand with Johnny Evans, all right? When I used to watch Johnny Evans, when I watched Johnny Evans, man was in primary school. Yeah. Man has his own place right now and a job. And you can see him in a Man United shirt.
Bro, can't do it.
Yeah. Out here, man like Steve Rogers, yeah, the withered soldier, not even the winter soldier, the withered soldier. Yeah. All right, man like Captain America right here, man. Johnny Evans.
I said you're an idiot, yo.
Yeah, there's nothing bad to say about.
Yo,
he's that Don from Game of Thrones, bro. That winter sold that flipping. What's his name, bro? The evil.
The Ice Walker, man. That's what this man is.
The Ice Walker, bro. He's just been around for time, bro.
Man just out here, the man frozen in time. Look at him, man. See where I'm looking at 2007.
Frozen in time came back and still just doing a job. What you say, Sheik? Johnny Evans.
Yeah. First of all, Johnny Evans, I would like to apologize to you. I'm so sorry I wasn't familiar with your game. I doubted you.
It's not that you weren't familiar with his game, Sheik. It's not that you weren't familiar with his game.
No, I wasn't. I thought you were.
We were all in school.
Yeah, that's true. Last time I saw your game, like I was a kid, but yeah, man, it's just been such a long
Decades
time.
ago.
I didn't know Johnny Evans was still out there, and it was a possibility. But we signed Johnny Evans, and yeah, man, he's been a top professional. He's played well. He passed that Anfield test. And yeah, like I mean, he's been. I'd give him a 6 as well. He's just a professional, man. Like he's done the job every single time we've asked him to play. He's looked good in all the center back pairs that he's been in this season. Like he's looked like that better center back than most of them, except Varane in some cases. But I'd say Johnny Evans gets a 6 for sure. I'll give him
Johnny Evans. I think so. Yeah, like I think that's fair. The smoke on him, just dependable. Just go out there. Eddie said it best. Just goes out there and does his job. And because he has the fundamental, the right, and it just goes to show just having the right mentality, and he uses his experience. He's one of those players where experience is not the first thing you mention, but you see it when he's out there on the pitch. You can see that because for his limitations, because he's not like he's the fastest or he's the strongest, but just does his job. I don't worry about him in the lineup. No matter who Manchester United have played this, if he would have played the FA Cup final, I'd have been like, all right, cool. You see them go away, whether it's away at Anfield, whether it's away at the Etihad, wherever we go today. Johnny Evans is playing. I have no issues. Like when we signed him, yes, but I preferred another centre back, of course. But he wasn't brought in to be first choice. He wasn't even brought in to be backup. Him as a number 5 or a number 6, I have zero issue with because you know what you're gonna get. And he's also I would look at that and go, you are probably great in the dressing room simply because you are the ultimate professional. I'm saying no frills, none of that. So yeah, I think a 6.5 is fair. To be honest, for his season, I would say so.
Just some news as well. Antonio Conte has just been hired as Napoli coach.
Hey, all right, Napoli.
Hey, Napoli, welcome to hell.
Okay,
God damn.
Hey,
I didn't know
welcome.
they want to finish 16th.
Yeah. Kambawala only played. Well, Kambawala played 10 matches, to be honest. 8 of them being in the league and then 2 in the FA Cup. So
I give him a
Yeah.
5.
I'm gonna say
I give him a
Yeah,
4.
second.
Yeah, 5.
4-5. Yeah, 4-5.
Yeah.
4-5.
The only bad
Yeah.
game I remember him having was Bournemouth, so I think that's fair. All right.
Solanke had that dude looking like an extra, and you
Yes.
got served the way he was
Yeah, it was crazy.
breakdancing out there.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Amrabat,
This
we'll go to you,
midfield
Eddie.
three lineup.
Actually,
This
we'll go to you,
midfield
Sheik,
three
first and
lineup.
foremost. Sheik, we'll go to you. Amrabat.
Amrabat. I give Amrabat a 4. I give him a 4. I think him playing alongside Kobbie Mainoo towards the end of the season, he had some good performances, but just to start, him getting into the team, it was abysmal. I look at some of the games, and he was playing left back with our injury problems, and it just hasn't really been the ideal move for him either. Like, he's also come into like such a shit team, but at the same time, I don't really rate Amrabat as a player. I think that's another one of those things where we signed him off of a TikTok clip because he made one slide tackle on Mbappe in the World Cup. I honestly think like our CEOs were watching TikTok and during their office time, and that came across, and they're like, why don't we just try to get him? He's on a loan deal, you know. But yeah, like I don't rate Amrabat highly as a player. I don't think we should have gotten him in the first place, to be honest. But with that season being said, I think he's below average for sure. So I'd say a 4.
All right, that's cool. What are you saying, Kaneki?
All right. Man like Amrabat. The Morocco Andrew Tate. Yeah. All right. The shawarma rap Mark Noble, yeah. Damn.
This guy's mad.
Damn. Shit, the thing is, yeah.
This guy's crazy.
God damn it, fam.
This guy's mad.
The thing is, your whole shit time at Man United is not even your fault.
That's my thing too.
It really isn't your fault. I'm going to give you a 4 because it was below your standards, really. I'm gonna give you a 4, but I have nothing to really blame him for, really. I can't blame him for how shit our structure was. I can't blame him for him looking like he's the main character in Castaway out there in the midfield shouting Wilson. This man was in the midfield looking like an unwanted child, fam. Like, honestly, seeing him in the midfield, this man was looking like all them kids in Stuart Little that watch these people adopt a rat and leave them there. Like, damn. Are you saying that I'm worse than a rat?
It's crazy. Yeah. You know what? The premise of Stuart Little is crazy, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah, you think about it, hell yeah.
No, them had really adopted a mouse, you know. All them kids out there you could have adopted. The premise of the show is of the film is mad.
So I'm giving him a 4, but it's not his fault.
Mad. You got a point.
I was asked if I would I keep him. I would because that's his Fred. He's basically what we had with Fred. Basically, he's just a more defensive Fred. But this season, I'm giving him a 4, and it's not really his fault.
That's fair. That's fair. Eddie, what are you saying? Amrabat.
Yeah, you know, I think the most diabolical person of 2024 is Erik ten Hag. And as a result, when I can see that it's glaring that he was involved in your demise, I tend to give you a bit more grace. I'm going to give him a 5. I'm going to give him a 5 because when we set him up in a successful setup, he was decent. He wasn't a game changer, but it was like, oh, we gave him somebody else to play with in midfield, and he actually looks like a defensive midfielder now. So I'm going to give him a 5 because I appreciate especially what he did in that FA Cup. I appreciate what he did. I think it was the Liverpool match. Where was it? Newcastle. One of those matches we were playing.
Liverpool away he played.
It was Liverpool away at Anfield.
It was
At
him.
Anfield,
It was
yes.
1-on-1, and he got a deflection off the pass. So, I mean, off the shot. So there are moments where I saw he could be.
When he ducked. It was the Newcastle game where he chased down someone and he blocked it. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. I think Newcastle. It was Isak. It was Isak.
Yeah, it was Newcastle. Yeah.
And I saw what makes you serviceable, not what makes you good, right? I saw what your level is. Simply put, he's a tryhard, but he's one of those tryhards with a sprinkle of technique that you can kind of, get away with him being by himself on the ball sometimes. But I'm with y'all when it comes to like seeing him at left back was disgusting. Disgusting. Seeing him get cooked in that Champions League match at left back, disgusting. So I'll give him a 5 just because of the Ten Hag tax.
Okay, first. For me, it's around about marks. I would give him a 4. Simply because I do give him grace in regards to your playing out position. So that I'm not holding against you. And then when you actually did get to play central midfield in a decent setup, you did okay, but I would expect no more. The most I'm ever think I'm going to sit here and give Amrabat is a 6. I don't think I'm ever going to give him a 7 or higher because of his game. Eddie mentions it best. I quote it all the time. Try hard. And that's the one thing.
Honestly, Flawless, not to cut you off for too much.
Cool.
His ceiling is a 6. His floor is a 4.
Pretty much so.
That's as good as it's gonna get with him.
Yeah. I don't think he's ever going to be a 2 or a 1.
I'd agree.
But he's never going to be an 8 or a 9. He is going to be between 4 and 6 because he should be our best 8 squad player. And he should be set up in a system. And we've seen that very few and far between. But when he's actually played central midfield, they've actually been some of our better performances just from a structure standpoint because we've had somebody in the midfield. There's been someone there who actually wants to do the defensive midfield role because he's the actually only probably natural 6 we have. Whether it's in a single pivot or whether it's in a double pivot. Like he's the only 6 we have. Yeah, he's the only one. Like he's not like, Casemiro can do it to an extent, but you see with Casemiro and the way he plays, he wants to get forward. Amrabat is not that type. He's not that type of midfielder. He'll run around, close down, and the FA Cup final summed him up. And he was important to that. No frills, nothing special, but I think Eddie hit the nail on the head. The ceiling is a 6 and his floor is a 4. I think I will give him a 4. That's what it was, because he was below average, I would say. But there is other circumstances. But I wouldn't be screaming and shouting to keep. Hey, before we continue, though, run up the likes, people. Before we continue, run up the likes on the video, hit the subscribe button. Probably going to have to split this into 2 parts, people. So this will be part 1, which I will label it, and then we'll do part 2 probably next Tuesday. Probably do part 2 next Tuesday, unless some other big news breaks. But you will get a part 2. It was me stupidly thinking that it would be easy to do this. I mean, it would be quick to go through the player ratings. All right, here's one people going to talk about. Casemiro. Let us know in the chat. Eddie, what you saying, Casemiro? Player rating.
Hey, man, this is the biggest victim of punk-ass Ten Hag. The biggest. To have people question his football ability in 2024 and support Manchester United and support other midfielders who I don't even feel like wasting my fucking time on is absolutely crazy. Look, I'm going to be honest. He did not have a good season. I cannot put that all on him, though. I won't do it. And I'm going to be consistent. He gets a 5 for me. If people want to go lower than that, I'm not fighting y'all. Yeah. But I'm so pissed off at what Ten Hag turned this dude into that, again, I'm going to afford him some grace because if you've ever watched this guy play, nobody in their right mind said, you know what? Lone 6 Casemiro. That's exactly what we need. He's never been that guy. He has never been that guy. So then we want to put him into a team defensively frail as the lone 6. Everything was just terribly orchestrated. He was the biggest victim. I'll give him some excuses because I honestly think that you don't have a drop-off like he had without existential circumstances outside of your control.
Absolutely.
He was our best player last season. Turned into this now. The only thing that changed was the structure that we approached most games with, which was under the direction of bitch ass Ten Hag. So I y'all might kill me. Y'all might kill me in the chat. Y'all are cool to kill his performances. I just gotta give him a 5, man. I can't be putting him in the brackets of the Maguires, the Wan-Bissakas. My footballing brain won't allow me to put him in the same class as those guys. He's in detention. The mother brothers is in continuation school. You know what that is? Continuation school is when the gangbangers then messed up the classroom so much they sent him to a whole different class. Not even in the same location. This is what he's been pulled into. So I'm gonna go 5, man.
5. All right, first. Who you saying, Kaneki?
Listen, to go as what Eddie said, Casemiro, you're in timeout. All right, you're in timeout. The rest of these other guys here are near expulsion. These mans are one more written letter away from getting expelled. All right. Or should I even say they're on the process of getting expelled? You looked like those NBA players looked in that Looney Tune movie, Space Jams. Ten Hag took your football ability away. Swear to God, this man had you as a lone 6. Listen, this isn't FIFA, all right? I understand in FIFA you have Casemiro as your lone DM and he can play there. This life ain't a video game, all right? You are the biggest victim of Ten Hag. The second biggest victim is Amrabat. The third biggest victim is Varane. No, not even Varane, it's Ahmad. Then the fourth victim is Varane. But you are the biggest victim of freaking Eric Ten Hag. Last season, you were our most important midfielder, and you just got thrown out to the wolves with no help. I'm watching you get 3v1 and everybody, why couldn't Casemiro do something? What's he supposed to do? The Shadow Clone Jutsu? Is that what he's supposed to do? Do you think this is Dragon Ball Z out here? Do you think he can mark 3 guys at the same time? I'm giving him a 5.
Okay.
Giving him a 5, and that's just Ten Hag tax. And that's literally Ten Hag tax. The reason why he's getting a 5. Because you tried your best to up your performances, but for every 1 step forward you took, Ten Hag drew you 5 steps back. So I'm giving him a 5.
First 5. Sheik, what you saying?
Yeah, same thing. 5. Completely agree with Eddie and Kaneki. Ten Hag tax. I don't blame him for playing center back and conceding, the goals we did against Palace. I don't blame him for playing alongside McTominay and having to cover up ground all the time, because McTominay just loves being like a little child and running away from like his parents. Like, he just loves doing that for some reason. But yeah, I'm not blaming him for any of that shit. Casemiro actually, like Kaneki said, last year he was one of our most pivotal players, and I'm not writing him off. I think the quality is still there. I think Casemiro, if he does leave, can go to a different club and still cook 100%.
Oh, yeah, facts. I agree with that.
And I'd be pissed if he leaves as well, because I'll honestly start asking questions, because it's just like, what are we doing here? Seriously, if we're trying to keep any sort of players, these players are really the ones we should be keeping first, if anything, out of all the names. But I don't know. It is what it is. I'll give him a 5. Yeah, 5 for the season.
Yeah. I know what you man are saying. Yes, Ten Hag tax definitely applies more so to him more than any other player, because he's in the midfield and he's there by himself, and you are legit being set up to fail. And that's why I'm not critical. I've seen a lot of people criticize Casemiro for his defensive work. That I don't criticize him for. He's always been either. That type of. He's a destroyer type player. He's always been, let me go and put out the fires. He's not going to sit in like a Rodri and scream. That's never been his game. And he's out there with Bruno, sometimes McTominay, Mount at moments in time as well, which is terrible. and it's just woeful all around. But just for him, he's bad because my biggest criticism of him is him on the ball and what he's done at times. Like that's what it is because I hold him in high regards. And I hear you, man, saying 5. I would have said a 3. The reason why I would have said a 3 is simply because of the standards that I hold him to. Then you should always be around a 5 or a 6, always, because of the level you're at and what I expect of you. Centre back, I'm not holding against him. I'm not holding centre back and the way he played there again. More so when he played midfield, but do not get it misunderstood. I would not let him go. I wouldn't be like, yeah, let's sell him. He can definitely be kept, 100%. He's definitely capable of playing to a good level, without doubt. But you might all saying 5s. I said 3, so we'll go 4. We'll go 4.
No problem.
That's fair. We'll go 4.
Yeah, I'm not because again, I can't defend the passing.
Yeah,
we were watching the same game. I can't defend the passing, but
and that's my issue with him.
Just for me, the Ten Hag stuff outweighs all of that.
But no, I hear you. I fully hear what you're saying there. We'll go to
not playing him in the FA Cup final because you fell out with him. Now imagine if we had lost.
Yeah, we'll go to next. Let's see. I'm trying to. Well, you know what? We'll go Mainoo. Here we go, man. We'll go Kobbie Mainoo. Let's bring some positivity to this because there's the one shining light from this. Sheik, we'll go to you, Mainoo.
Yeah, Kobbie Mainoo, 7.5. Player of the season for me. Star boy, absolute talent. Just someone who actually, if there was any bright spark in the season besides winning, obviously, the FA Cup, it was definitely Kobbie Mainoo. If I had any reason to watch United, wake up at 4 a.m. or 6 a.m. to watch United, was obviously to do content with Flawless, but also in just a football perspective, to watch Kobbie Mainoo, because he's an absolute gem of a player. I've seen him go to Anfield and pass that test. I've seen him, and look at the amount of games that he's played in such big games that he's played. And he's only been in the team for probably around 6 or 7 months, and he's had to integrate himself into this mess of a United team. But the kid, I could probably a handful of games where I don't think he's played that well. But after that, he always has some part in the game, whether it's, making things tick, an assist or a goal. That goal against Liverpool, that goal against Wolves, absolute quality. That goal against Wolves won us the game. The goal in the final too. Yeah, man. I mean, Kobbie Mainoo, if there's anything bright about our season in terms of a player, it has to be Kobbie Mainoo, 100%. I give him 7.5 and player of the season for me.
7.5. Fez, Kaneki, what are you saying?
Listen, I'm straight up giving this dude an 8.
Okay.
I said before, he literally became the only reason. Him and Ahmad are the only reason I ever had to turn on back my freaking TV to watch this thing. The moment I saw Kobbie Mainoo, I remember who he was because I know that he was training with Pogba when he was still here. Like he had some of the youth players that used to train with some of the first team players, and I know that he latched on to Pogba when they were given the opportunity. So when I heard that Kobbie Mainoo was coming through, I said it with chest that I just need you to give me just 30% of Pogba. I don't need the fancy skills. I don't really need all of that. I just need you to just pass the ball simply. Just do what the basics of a midfielder, and you did that and you did more. I want to give him a 9 for the FA Cup goal, but I'm taking emotions out of it. I'm going to give him an 8. The problem is that I just don't want these guys to run this youth into the ground.
Yeah.
He should be learning his trade right now, not trying to look like the IC3 Pedri right now. Pedri ain't even 22 years old and Pedri's tired. I don't want to see that for Kobbie Mainoo. I really don't.
Yeah, I'm actually excited. Sorry to cut you off, Kaneki. I'm excited to see if he can produce this under a coach like Ten Hag with no style of play, no tactics, none of that shit. I want to see what he can produce under an actual competent, quality manager who has.
I'd love to see
tactics. I would love to see what he could cook, and
I'd love to see him. And not only that, I want to see him now with players that are actually profound in his position. Because I'm hearing this retard fan, this, let's not say the R word, this brain dead fan base right here trying to tell me that he's a 6. Kobbie Mainoo is not a 6. Kobbie Mainoo is an 8. Not everybody that plays in a double pivot is a 6.
Yeah.
It's like how everyone was trying to tell you, like, you guys don't know how football positions work. Stop trying to sound smart. Kobbie Mainoo is not a 6. He's an 8. He is an 8. He's a tackler. He's an 8. A 6 doesn't. A 6 is someone that just wins the ball and pass it. That's not Kobbie Mainoo's game. Kobbie Mainoo is a ball carrier. He's an 8.
Mhm.
And right now, Right now, we're even restricting him, playing him as a double pivot, because this dumbass that we have as a manager don't know what the fuck he's doing. And I don't need Kobbie Mainoo becoming another victim from this ball-headed fraud.
Hey, fully what you saying with that? I get it.
Same. I agree.
It fits, like, if you can see already him playing next to Amrabat side, that's best suited to him. But we'll see what the next manager does. I hear you, Kid. Trust me.
But that's funny. Casemiro plays well with Mainoo. Amrabat plays well with Mainoo. No one else plays good. But everybody else is just Casemiro can't play with Scott McTominay. Amrabat can't play with Scott McTominay. The best performance we've seen from Casemiro and Amrabat has come when they played beside of Mainoo.
Yeah, I understand. Eddie, what you saying?
This is what I said at the beginning. We're bringing you that Manchester United realness. Shout out to my dogs for spitting the gospel. He gets an 8. He is an 8. Like, people, like, when you see, I always say, like, my marker for how good a player is can you dribble that ball through a minefield? Can you keep it close? Can you keep it close and accelerate? Can you keep it close after you accelerate and slow down, then speed back up again? Can you make simple decisions in chaos? He does all of that. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me he can strike a ball like this? Brother, put him further up the pitch. I'm be honest with you. There should not be a game where Bruno Fernandes is higher up than Kobbie Mainoo. I'm being dead serious. This guy is prime time. And it's been building up to this point because we saw the potential in preseason. Then he had the injury. Then when he came back, you started to see him put together these performances that kept you looking at what he could do next. And honest to God, if it wasn't for Dalot, I'm with you. Or if they want to split the trophy in half, I would be okay with that because he was just fucking sensational, dog. He really was. One second.
No stress.
I want to know what was the best thing about him. Unlike that parasite, Ferguson's a Fairchild, we don't need to make up a trophy to give to Kobbie Mainoo. We don't need to make up some bullshit participation fucking thank you for playing trophy for Kobbie Mainoo. Kobbie Mainoo has literally been our most important midfielder this season. In 6 months of playing, Kobbie Mainoo is our most important midfielder. Kobbie Mainoo in 6 months. He didn't need no participation award made up from the manager like what that clown Jose did. Oh, Scott McTominay was shit the entire time, but because he ran through a brick wall, I'm gonna make up a trophy. Here's something that no one else knows. Since Scott McTominay, no other player has lifted the Scott McTominay award. No player has lifted the Scott McTominay award. None. Since they gave it to Scott McTominay, they've never given that award to no one else.
Samaza. I get what you're saying. And to Prime, he says, big up Flawless Sheik, Kaneki, Eddie, which United play against a 16 out of 10 rate. And I think you've joined at the correct time, Prime, Kobbie Mainoo. And only echo what everyone else has said in terms of waxing lyrical about him. And the same way we spoke about Casemiro and other players being hindered by Ten Hag's system and Ten Hag's way of playing and Ten Hag in general goes to show how good Kobbie Mainoo is and the quality of Mainoo. Simply because despite all that, despite the lack of quality surrounding him, he still stood out. And not just stood out some of the time, literally all of the time. You can count, Sheik said it, you can count on one hand the amount of bad games he's had or games where he's even below par. And he stood up in big games as well. In particular, the FA Cup final. That's just a prime example. Even outside of the goal, he performed well. And you're seeing his qualities. And bear in mind, he's only 19. So I think an 8 out of 10 is very, very fair. And I think he's been our best player. I don't even think it's a dispute. I don't even think it's a debate. I don't even think it's a debate. I think it's simply like he's been our best player and the quality is there. The quality is there. But even so, we need to be not building around him. There needs to be players in front of him and players for him to learn off. So I don't even want Mainoo starting next season like that. Like our first choice starter. There should be 2 midfielders in front of him. Whether it's 2 6s and a 10 or 6 and 2 8s. Somebody who's more experienced and better than he is to learn on. Because currently, all our hopes are on him this season. It was Mainoo's playing. He's literally the go-to guy at 19 years old, which shouldn't be the case. To Shigo, who says, far as you think Mainoo should play in front of Bruno? No, Mainoo's so good on the ball that I don't want to limit to him just to being in the final third. I want him in the middle third. And he's also defensively sound as well. Well, defensively good enough to help out that way. You see it. Like he's not box to box, but he can do, like, you trust him in those areas. Even when he's wrestling with Haaland, he's wrestling with Haaland in the box and actually won the well, he didn't win the challenge because the ball went through, but actually put him off. Like that goes to show the strength and his defensive nous. So I don't want to limit him either way. The same way I wouldn't want him to be a 6 and just picking up the ball off the back 4 and moving it. I just don't want him to be a 10. You want him where there's 6 next to him, so he's got that defensive insurance, and then you want him to be able to pick up the ball because he's good at passing through the lines. He's good at dribbling with the ball from those areas as well. So yeah, I'm with it. That's why I was thinking. Bro said Mainoo, but no, Chico, what he's saying is Bruno shouldn't be playing. I think we're all in agreement on that. I don't know if you're new here, Chico. Bruno shouldn't be playing, but I don't think Mainoo should be playing instead of Bruno. It should be Mainoo and somebody just completely different. We're all tired of Bruno. Shouldn't be playing. Full stop. I mean, we're all tired of Bruno. Shouldn't be playing. Full stop. And yeah, he's composed. Yeah, and yeah, you're the captain. Yeah, a teenager constantly outshines you, and that's where I'm at with Bruno Fernandes. I'm just not a fan. But yeah, Mainoo 8 can only wax lyrical about him. Hopefully, the next manager is good enough to get the best from. Hopefully, we surround him with quality, so he's not just on him. Hopefully, he's surrounded. Yeah, go on.
What I respect a lot is that we're not hyped.
He says that's not going to happen, is it? Highly unlikely it's going to happen, but that's still
highly unlikely.
It's very unlikely.
But what I have to just rate is just that none of us are hyping him. Like basically what I see is not any hype. It's just that we just said you've been in our team and you just did the basics right. But the way everyone is talking about him, which we think that it's the next coming of a great. I really don't want this fan base to literally overhype this dude into mediocrity. That's one thing I'm afraid of right now. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I hear that. I fully hear what you're saying with that. It'd be interesting to see what the next manager wants. Yeah, and Prime, I hear that because he says, what's his actual position, 6 or 8? He is an 8, but he's capable. The thing is, he's capable of playing 6, 8, or 10. He's capable. He's that good. Like, as much as I want him to see him as an 8 for the reasons I listed. I was watching Rance's stream last week, and he was saying he wants to see Mainoo in the 10. I get that. Mainoo's good enough on the ball. He's good enough going forward. But me, I don't want this dribbling. I don't want to lose his ability to dribble from deeper areas.
I think he's a very good ball progressor and a ball carrier as well. You see him often in time where he picks the ball up in the midfield, and there'll be a press of probably two midfielders of the opponent team, and he'll beat them and just progress the ball. And that's what I love to see from Mainoo. Rather than him, like every occasional now and then, you'll see him just hit a long ball to one of our wingers. But that's more what I would rather want to see from him is progressing that ball, being that ball carrier in our team.
Yeah, and that was what Rance was saying. Yeah. Rance was saying if he would play him as a 10, but play him as more of the roaming 10. So he'd play there,
Yeah,
but he'd go wherever the ball is in the midfield. So technically, he wouldn't restrict him to just you have to play up top. Rance was saying as a 10, I want you there, but you can go move all anywhere you want. Basically, that's the freedom he said he would give Mainoo, because Mainoo this season has given Rance that much confidence to say, I trust you to be up there and go wherever you want, knowing that you'd still keep us in shape.
I agree. I honestly agree. I think free roam type of role for him is perfect. If he's in the role that what Bruno does right now, because Bruno, to be honest, free roams. He goes left, right, center, whatever. He just be roaming around the field, running laps, like Eddie says. But yeah, if Mainoo does that, we could actually see Mainoo produce something from him doing that.
He be tricking y'all.
Yeah,
I'm just like with Bruno. It's crazy how a kid has a better decision-making process than you.
Listen,
and so that's what I'm saying. Like, I want Mainoo to be the most advanced midfielder on the pitch, and because again, he still gives us the ability to maintain our structure.
no, that's the point.
He presses with discipline. Bruno just presses wherever the hell he wants to, with no type of understanding of who's supporting him while he presses.
Listen, when we get to Bruno Fernandes, I'll talk about that guy. But until then,
that will be part 2, people. It will be
that's going to be part 2. So
yeah.
With that being said, though, like I honestly hear Rance. I hope Mainoo does become a 10, because then we don't got to see Bruno Fernandes anymore. Because then his position is taken by Bruno Fernandes. So
think
go
about
ahead.
that.
Hey, I'm for it.
Because
I'm for it. I just lost it. I'm like, I'm for it.
Him as a 10 would basically be like how Real Madrid used how Zidane. Basically, Zidane was a 10, but Zidane was a midfielder. It wasn't the excuse that you hear that, De Bruyne is an attacking midfielder. Emphasis on the attacking, no emphasis on the midfield, because he's never in the midfield. Kobbie Mainoo was an attacking midfielder. He's the midfielder. He's a midfielder, but just a little more attacking. Kobbie Mainoo would keep us in shape whenever we are out of possession. Then in possession, you can see him go back drive the ball into his position. That's the whole point that I just want, that Rance was saying with him as a 10, is that he would help us keep our defensive and attacking structure a lot more disciplined and balanced.
Yeah.
I do think we should run it as an option. Yeah. Like an option, have him play as an 8 or as a 10 next season, try it out, see how it works. But yeah, my bad.
Yeah, it's all good. And Hugo says, let's be fair, if we didn't have Bruno in the last 3 years, it was going to be bad. Has the last 4 years been good? Have we been watching
what? It was going to be bad.
It's
bad. But you know what?
4 years.
We ain't even going there. But yeah, we finished 8th
No,
and
let's
7th
not go there.
in the past 4 years, if I'm correct. 2 out of our last 3 finishes in the league, 8th and 7th. Am I correct in saying?
The last 4 years, the last 3 seasons have been our worst seasons, and Bruno Fernandes has played a part in all of them.
Yeah, last year, we were trophyless for what, 6 years? Or 5
is it
years?
not 8th and 7th? Yeah, each to their own. If you still rate Bruno, people. Fairs. All right, last one because we are gonna redirect over to Sheik because it's on a similar theme. It's gonna be without him, I mean. All right, cool. Whatever you say, Sheiko. If you want to read stats, cool. Where else we at? I'm not even debating you. You are entitled to your opinion.
No, we're not doing this.
I was gonna say Sheik TV. We are gonna be doing. We are gonna. What's what I'm gonna do? Yes, we are gonna do Keep Sell Bench people over on Sheik's channel. So we're gonna redirect over there in about 5 minutes. So we're gonna do one more.
You're welcome to join as well, and Eddie as well.
Yeah, I have to. I'm gonna make a stop. I'll have to go on the road, go get some shit. If I'm back, I'll tell you to send me the link. But that Keep Sell, that's gonna be fast.
He actually played more games than I expected because I was checking out. Ericsson, he played 22 matches. I don't know how many of them off the bench, but I know some of them were off the bench. He played 28 games in total as well. What are you saying, Sheik? And let us know in the chat as well. You saying?
I don't know. This might be an unpopular opinion, but in terms of the season rating, I'll give him a 4. No, actually, I'll give him a 4. But I'm not gonna lie, I think Eriksen's finished. I really think he is. In the moments where I've seen him play, I think he's finished. I really think he is. But I'm not impressed. We needed upgrades on Eriksen. Like we needed an improvement, an upgrade on Eriksen last year. Last year, Eriksen was very pivotal. I'm not gonna lie to you. Eriksen, Bruno, and Casemiro was a good midfield in certain moments of the season last year, and I was impressed.
Functional.
But yeah, we still needed improvements on Eriksen, and even moments where Eriksen has appeared in games this season, like I just don't think he's been good enough in terms of passing. Even when we try to play him as a 10, I would want him to play as a 10. I'd want him to be higher up the midfield and in that position because I think that's really where it belongs. I don't think he's really an 8, to be honest, because he does lose the ball in those midfield positions, and then it causes trouble, this and that. But yeah, I don't think it's been a good season for him, to be honest. I'd give him a 4. And I like I said, I think he's finished. I think he's finished. Yeah.
Cool. What are you saying, Kaneki?
All right. Man like the Danish Tony Stark, yeah?
Tony Stark, man.
Yeah.
Danish Tony Stark.
This man is another victim of Eric Ten Hag because this man literally came out and told everybody, I want to play. I've been fit the whole season, and this dude refused to play me. So this season, I'm giving him a 4 because when he's played, he hasn't really been that bad, but he hasn't really even been that good. And the reason being is just that, because he fell out with the manager as well. How many players have we said this season has fallen out with that idiot? But yet still, I'm being told we need to keep him.
Yeah.
Eriksen this season is a 4. Last season, Eriksen was literally our best creative midfielder.
Yeah.
And this season again, he's being played out of position. I'm watching this man play Eriksen in a double pivot. Eriksen has a pacemaker, and this man is playing as a double pivot.
Yeah.
But it was injuries, right? It was injuries.
I hear you. What are you saying, Eddie, on Eriksen?
Keep it short and sweet. He gets 10 hog tacks, and I generally rock with him as a player. But I would have given him a 5 if he had a couple standout performances like the other people I've given 5s to. He just hasn't had that. And I'm with y'all. I think the biggest part of his downfall this season has been tactically how he set up and his relationship with the manager and just the team in general. I think he checked out, and I think he's ready for his next move. I think the good thing was that after what the traumatic thing he went through, he was able to kind of find himself again and somewhat find a level for himself. So yeah, I'm with the 4s. I'll add on to that with a 4. I don't think he deserves anything more than that.
Yeah, like he was one of them. Fan of Eriksen last season, all well and good, but this season, even when he's played, and Ten Hag taxes applied, so that's why I'm not going out on a limb and saying he's finished. But even more so than Casemiro. Like one thing I expect from Eriksen is just to be crisp on the ball, technically to be sound, the passes to be correct, decision making to be correct. Everything else is like, you shouldn't be playing as a no 6 or no 8, and that's where he's been poor. And there's times at games where I'm like, all right, Eriksen, just play to a decent level. Give me a 7 out of 10. Give me some 7s out of 10s in a row, and he just didn't do that whatsoever. It seems like I don't know what it is exactly. I'm not sure because he just seems to have fallen. But I don't think he's lost like technical ability. But the way he's played, it seems that way. So yeah, I would say a 3. I would say a 3. Poor season by him. I did say even though last season he had a good season, we needed to make an improvement on him, and he should have been a squad player. And that's kind of what he's been used as. But there's no, again, it's tough because there's zero system surrounding him. But I still hold him accountable.
Flawless.
To an extent. Yeah, go on.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Who was that? I think we did try and improve on Eriksen. Who's that midfielder that we brought in to improve on Eriksen?
Oh yeah, people told me he was bad in Eriksen and did it there and all this. And
you mean the guy we got to replace Paul Pogba? You mean him? Our new marquee signing?
But anyways, people, we go close out. This is only part 1, so we'll do part 2 again. Probably Monday, actually. Probably Monday night, probably late Monday because there's no stream. Because Tuesday, obviously, is the usual slot for this show alongside, obviously, today as well. But there'll probably be more news. So Monday, you'll probably get part 2 because it was me thinking, oh, yeah, we're just going to run through this. And, like, that's that just didn't happen. As well, that's an oversight on my part. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik's channel though, Sheik TV. Link is in the description. So you click the link, opens up a new tab. We're going live there in 5 minutes, so we're redirecting to there now. Anyway, big up to Kaneki, big up Eddie, big up Dan as well. Big up to all of you in the chat, all the mods, members, regular people. I mean, regular people in the chat, non-members, I should say. That's what I mean by that. So yeah, all the members, all the mods. You know what I'm saying, all the new people, all the regulars who are here on a consistent basis. You don't know the vibes, but please run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. We are available on all audio platforms as well: Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. We'll be back live here tonight because I'm gonna probably, because it's playoffs, EAFC 24 Pro Clubs. I'll run it on the playback and on the YouTube at the same time, people. So I'll probably do that about 11 p.m. Also, Sheik's live on his channel and on the Sarcasm City TV playback for UFC 302, right? You're doing the preview. Is that correct?
302, the preview. Yeah. The preview. Big card. So yeah, people tune in. It's going to be
who's
very,
the main
very
event
exciting. It's Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier's fought Khabib before and obviously lost. So now he's fighting Islam Makhachev. It's going to be a very good fight. Very, very interesting.
So much content coming up. So we are indeed going to close out. Keep a lookout. And this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.
10 out.